You know, they say idle hands are the devil's handiwork.
Oh my gosh.
And the more idle you are, the more time you have in your hands, and the less work or activity you're doing, the more likely you are to relapse and go back to the thing you said you would stop doing. This applies beyond just marijuana, but also alcohol, porn, whatever it is that is your crutch. If you don't replace the activity with something just as pleasurable or just as beneficial with something else, you will relapse without a doubt. Now, it's one thing to say you want to quit. It's one thing to, actually try and quit and throw away your dab, throw away your bong, throw away the joint, throw away the number to your dealer, or whatever other measurement you take. But it's another thing to actually take action upon your initial desire or initial claim or initial decision. You can't tell me that you're gonna stay around your weed smoking friends and they will all of a sudden not influence you or not persuade you to continue smoking around them.
Yeah, I wish I should have wrote this down. Like, I should have wrote it down so I could like really get it out. Like, just don't hang around people who smoke weed. Don't go back. Don't let them urges take over you. Once you starting to get them urges, go do something real quick. Just get the fuck away. Take your mind off of it. Do something. Make yourself forget about it. Like, just get away from the weed. Just get away from it. Like, just get away from it. Point blank period. Stay away from the people who smoking weed. That's one of the main things that's gonna keep you smoking. Like, you might have it all together. You might know damn well you done with the shit. You might know, like, you might be all the way done, whatever. But the simple act of you being around people while they smoking weed will bring you back to smoking weed. Sooner or later, little by little. You might not feel it at first. The first couple times you might be like, yeah, they dumb, they smoking weed. The second time you hang around them, you might still say the same thing. Yeah, they dumb, they smoking weed. The third time, you be like, yeah, they smoking weed. They ain't dumb no more, they just smoking weed. Fourth time, you be thinking about it like, damn, you might be missing out. You might not think them exact words, but that's basically the sum of it. Like, next thing you know, you taking one puff and giving it back. Yeah, I'm done. I'm on the plan. What's up? That's all. I ain't gonna do nothing. Nope, you done fucked up now. You about to go right back to -1. About to go right back to going nowhere fast. Well, shit, once you take that first puff after stopping, you already going nowhere fast. You already back to negative, whatever.
Because where there's smoke, there's fire. And why would you put yourself in a situation where it's easy to relapse, it's easy to give in? It does not make sense. So, for the time being, you gotta cut off your friends, or at least your weed smoking friends. Or people that you would usually smoke weed with. Just distance yourself. No, yo, I'm trying to quit and I can't see you right now. Think about it, right? When you actually try and quit, you get certain triggers. Maybe you used to smoke weed before you went to work. So even just waking up and going to work, that's a trigger. But in some situations, even just seeing somebody, a person, a friend, wherever, that in itself is also a trigger to continue smoking. And it's crucial that within the first 30 days, or at least the first 2 weeks of you trying to quit, that you make it as easy for yourself to not relapse as possible. It's also imperative that the activity gets replaced with something else. They say energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but it can be transferred into other things.
I want to talk to you today about the first law of thermodynamics. This is the basic of all physics. Basically, the first law of thermodynamics says that energy cannot be created or destroyed. When I say energy cannot be created or destroyed, that includes potential energy.
That means that energy, that time, even the money that you're using to put into your weed habit or be involved in the weed community needs to be transferred into another activity, such as going to play recreational basketball with your homies and your friends, or going to take up a cooking class or yoga class. The two biggest things I'd say that will definitely help with like your breathing and deal with cravings and being more present in the day-to-day life is yoga and meditation. Yoga at home with Adrian. Her name is Yoga with Adrian. Doing at-home yoga with her, phenomenal. Meditation, phenomenal. Just being more present in your day-to-day like life. These two things are absolute game changers that will make you lose that no association you've created to smoking weed. Smoking weed was like your crutch, was like the number one thing. Well, maybe not number one thing, but one of the things in your life, right? And whether you want to quit for the health benefits or even just financially, you find yourself spending too much money. I know I made another video about Famous Dex. He said he spent about $10,000 per month on weed.
Did?
So weed?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm addicted to marijuana. I love it.
Has anybody ever tried to get you to quit it?
Yeah. My mama. My mom do, I'm doing good now, Mom, so I can't even get high. I'm doing good, Mom. Everybody's right.
Now, marijuana can be an expensive habit.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever calculated how much you spend on it on your personal use, maybe in a month?
In a month?
Yeah.
Like 5,000 to 10,000.
Very expensive. Ever said to yourself, the amount of money I spend on marijuana, I could take that money and buy a house with that. I could take that money and buy a car with that.
But we don't think of it till we do a damn interview and think how much we, how much we, you know what I'm saying? When we get that little money, bro, I promise you, Smalls, excuse me, when we get that money, we don't think about that. When we get that money, man, that shit burn people's pockets. Let's be real, especially in the life we're living in right now. We get that money, we burn our pockets. I mean, like I said, one thing I learned about Rich, what he told me to save that money. You know what I'm saying? You know, listening is a skill. And some people ain't very good at that, you know? But make a long story short, the life we living in right now, we spend money. We gotta, it's like everybody keep up with the Joneses.
Now, just curious, 5 to 10 a month, now that you are thinking about it, is it worth it? Is the amount of money you spend on it?
It's not worth it. I got kids. Even though I'm taking my kids good, but at the same time, it's not worth it because that money can go towards a house. It can go towards a building. I can invest in that money. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I don't think about it because I get that money and burn out pockets.
And obviously, you're probably not spending that much money or making that much money. I'm just saying. But you're spending a decent amount of your income on weed when it could be going towards paying your debt or paying some other more pertinent thing that can better improve your life, right? Like I said, I've always say weed is not the issue, it's abusing weed that becomes an issue. Or to be honest, the best form to actually consume weed is edibles. It's more natural, it's more, you're not putting smoke into your lungs. Edibles are probably the best approach, I would say, in general, if you do want to smoke, if you do want to like consume weed, to use. Again, the energy has to be transferred into something else. Yoga, meditation, cooking class, recreational sports league. But you need to be involved and you need to be busy. The busier you are, the less likely you'll notice that you are reliant or you're thinking about that activity. The less busy you are, the more likely you are to relapse. It's just straight up factual information. Think about it, right? Especially athletes who grew up in very shaky or bad neighborhoods. They would always say, my mom put me in sports so that I could stay away from the drugs and the killings and the violence.
Those that work with kids on a daily basis, like here at MPAL in Manchester, believe that idleness and lack of purpose in those witching hours between after school and before dinner are the critical ingredients that make kids vulnerable to drugs.
Because they're so involved in their sport, because they're trying to either get to the professional league or play NCAA or just get a scholarship, they were so busy, so consumed with that aspect, that was taking so much of their energy, that they didn't have the energy, the will, or even the desire, or even the opportunity to go into other things that definitely weren't suiting their best self. So likewise, you need to, whatever it is you love, get into a class of something. Just get involved in, go back to the gym, go back to yoga, go take up a fitness class, go kayaking, whatever it is. Just do something that doesn't involve you just sitting at home by yourself. And you, at the end of the day, you'll love yourself for that. And this is arguably one of my best insights, best advices.
What did you say, nigga?
This is one of the best advice I can give to anybody that wants to quit weed permanently, or at least take a tolerance break to see how their life will be 2 weeks or 30 days without it. Alright, so God bless, much love, peace, and joy. Namaste. Smash that like button. Again, if you want more detailed information, the Quit Weed program is linked in the description, and the Quit Addiction mini course is also linked in the description. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, definitely watch some other videos in the cards, description, and pinned comment. God bless, much love, peace, and joy. Namaste. And always remember, it doesn't feed you, don't water it. Deuces.